Hello. I'm I'm Dante Campadoni, and these are my works. First off, I just want to thank the Spinning Plate Gallery, Anne and Raquel, for having me. I think that we are an important part of art history right now, and being able to speak the Christian truth through art is very important, and having it in new artistic forms and languages. So, I'd like to start off by saying a question. What does it mean to truly see? And it is in my belief that it is to see beyond observation of objects, forms, colors, and but what is really important is to perceive the deeper realities beneath them. We live in a culture that often assumes reality is limited to what is measurable. Yet, the things that shape our lives the most are immeasurable. Love, meaning, forgiveness, beauty, and yet these realities govern our lives. Created things are not ends to themselves, but signs that point beyond. Beauty moves us because it awakens a longing for something greater than ourselves. And as an artist, I find myself returning to that idea constantly. I don't see painting as the creation of an object, but I see it as a symbol that allows us to contemplate realities that resist direct representation. The visible becomes a doorway into the invisible. And in the Sacred Heart, I was interested in devotion and the act of orientating oneself towards something beyond the self. Whether we recognize it or not, humans are always searching for something greater than us. The heart in this painting represents that search. It is both a symbol of Christ and a center from which desire, love, intention, and purpose come from. The work asks one question: what is the ultimate object of our devotion? Because what we love ultimately shapes what we become, and what we orientate our lives towards ultimately defines us. Memory Sanctuary explores another invisible reality: memory. It is a vast landscape that exists long after reality has vanished. I have always been fascinated with the idea that something absent can remain present, how a moment can leave you and continue shaping us. The figure rests beside flowers symbolizing a memory preserved from corruption, a fragment of beauty carried through time. And within this framework, the soul possesses an interior depth that cannot be reduced to just the present. It is a place where beauty, love, and meaning remain despite suffering. The invisible reality here is not simply memory, but the persistence of being. The way grace operates within us long after the experience. In the Pardon of Guilt, I wanted to explore the tension between guilt and grace. Guilt is one of the most powerful forces in the human life. It informs us of objectivity, inhabits memory, and if unaddressed, manifests into what we call shame. The distorted flames wrapped around the Marian figure represents that consumption. The way unaddressed guilt spreads throughout the imagination and threatens to define a person entirely. Yet, Mary remains still and comforting. She does not participate in the chaos, but interrupts it. She represents a deeper reality that our identity is not defined by our failures, but through grace. So, what connects the works ultimately is the unseen. Purpose, memory, devotion, grace, and meaning. These realities cannot be observed directly, yet they shape every aspect of human life. Both art and faith begin from the intuition that reality extends beyond what is immediately visible, and that the visible world, for all its beauty, may ultimately be inviting us towards something greater. All right. Any questions? Did I answer? Yes, Brother Matt?
What is your process? Do you come up, you have an image first, or do you have the idea of built and chain, and then think about it, or?
So, normally I just go off of a single word or a single idea. And within my mind, I create the image for it. And I go off of that image and create it into the work that's represented.
Do you use sketches and adjust them, or?
No, I do it all intuitively, and I meditate over the practice while I'm creating.
So this was guilt?
Yes, the partner of guilt.
Word, guilt?
Mm-hmm.
And the little one was
Memory,
memory, and
Yeah.
the third one?
sacred.
Sacred.
Mhm.
So in the sacred, you have the eye,
Yes.
the
Yeah.
all-seeing eye?
Yes, the all-seeing eye of God. And what really got me inspired to make so many eyes in my figures and everything is the line within Ezekiel where it describes the angels having eyes all over their wings to see the world the way that God does. And I think that idea of being seen is a deeply desired thing within the human condition. And I reflect that through my work.
So you are painting with very strong dominant colors.
Yes.
That's always been
Yes, that's always been mine. What I like about the dominant colors and everything is that they bring a brightness to the canvas that is almost reflective of the light of life. Any other questions?
The technique of not much blending, if any, is that something you also did, kind of have delineation, it was like paper cut out of the way, where making a very strong transition between colors? So that's something
Yes.
you used?
Yeah, it was inspired by Glassworks, by stained glass
Okay.
windows and Japanese block prints.
Cool.
Are you, did you learn art at school, or?
No, I'm all self-taught.
When did you start?
I started in 2018, so it's been over 8 years now. And what I liked about art compared to what I was doing before, which I was a business major, I liked the limitlessness and the boundlessness of creating work. And I love that you can describe something that's indescribable within, something that goes beyond language and is more primal in a way.
And is your art always linked to scriptures or?
Yeah, a lot of my work is inspired by scripture and theology and philosophies.
But you have studied too, or is it something that came to you?
It kind of came to me. I studied it, of course, but not at the educational level. I read my books, I read Thomas Aquinas, Dostoevsky, all of those sort of philosophical works, and that inspired by my paintings. Thank you.